Oh, I got one. Okay, good morning. Welcome to Retirement Board meeting for this 15th day of March, 2023. We'll call the meeting to order. Public comment, I don't see anybody signed up. Is that accurate or, okay. So this is a new system, so I want to make sure I'm using it right, okay? So we'll move on with our agenda. Next item is the approval of the minutes from February 15th. Are there any comments or questions regarding the minutes? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Next is the Secretary's report. Ms. Van Blunk.
Thank you. Attached to your board packet is the Bucks County Employees Retirement System transactions for the month of February 2023. The total amount of contributions received from members in February was $1,382,496. The total amount of member contributions refunded in February was $79,785, representing 10 former county employees. The total amount of monthly pension benefits issued in February was $4,487,654, representing 1,856 retirees. The following people retired in February of 2023. Deirdre McCoy Fisher of juvenile probation with a length of service of 26 years, 3 months, and 26 days. Barbara McDonough from district courts with a length of service of 32 years, 4 months, and 29 days. Michael Morrow from nursing with a length of service of 2 years, 5 months, 25 days. Eliza Musa from nursing with a length of service of 8 years, 2 months, and 1 day. Jane Powell from district courts with a length of service of 20 years, 4 months, and 18 days. Agnes Robbie from children and youth with a length of service of 17 years, 10 months, and 2 days. Karen Shea from Neshaminy Manor with a length of service of 26 years, 3 months, and 16 days. And Ronald Zimmerman from Domestic Relations with a length of service of 20 years, 11 months, and 30 days, The total amount of death benefit payments issued in February was $53,000, there's a typo, $53,000, I think 24, it says 2014. Do you know what it is? 201, okay. Representing 1 deceased vested member and 9 deceased retirees. Also attached to your packet is the Bucks County Employees Retirement Fund Investment Accounts Reconciliation for the month ended February 28th, 2023, with a market value as of February 28th, 2023 of $892,193,537.97. The market performance for the year is an increase of 2.37%. The market performance for the month was down 2.25%. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Comments or questions regarding the report? Is there a motion to accept the report as presented?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, next is request to purchase leave of absence for Mark J. Capper.
Mr. Cappers from 911 Emergency Response is requesting to purchase his leave of absence from June 13th, 2022 through October 13th, 2022 at a total cost of $3,004.16. If approved, he plans to complete his purchase with a lump sum payment for the total of $3,004.16. And I'll make a motion to approve Mr. Capper's request.
Okay, any comments or questions? Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, item 6, request to purchase part-time servers for Terrence J. Lee.
Terrence J. Lee of Register of Wills. Mr. Lee is requesting to purchase his part-time county service from October 8th, 2015 through July 8th, 2016 at a total cost of $1,458.55. If approved, he plans to complete his purchase with a lump sum payment of the total $1,458.55. And I'll make a motion to approve Mr. Lee's request.
Comments or questions? Is there a second to the motion?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next is a request to purchase leave of absence time for Colleen R. Riley.
Kylene Riley from MHDP is requesting to purchase her leave of absence from April 3rd, 2018 through June 25th, 2018 at a total cost of $1,802.99. If approved, she plans to complete her purchase with a lump sum payment for the total of $1,802.99, and I'll move to approve Ms. Riley's request.
Okay, if there are no comments or questions, is there a second to the motion?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
8, request to purchase FMLA absent time for Rosemary K. Roner.
Ms. Roner from the main jail is requesting to purchase her FMLA absent time from April 9th, 2021 through April 15th, 2022, and from October 13th, 2021 through October 19th, 2021, at a total cost of $389.02. If approved, she plans to complete her purchase through additional retirement contributions of $50 each pay until the total cost of $389.02 is recovered. And I'll make a motion to approve Ms. Roner's request.
Is there any comments or questions? Is there a second, or is it second to the motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item 9 is approve a Robbins Geller Rubin Endowed LLP engagement to represent the retirement system in a potential Norfolk Southern Corporation securities class action on a contingent basis. I'll turn to Ms. Fitzpatrick to talk about this.
Thank you. As the board's aware, Robbins Geller is one of the law firms that monitors the retirement system's funds, and they, along with other law firms that monitor the funds, periodically present opportunities to the board to take legal action. Specifically here, Robbins Geller has presented the retirement system with the opportunity to take legal action against Norfolk Southern Corporation for securities fraud arising out of the recent series of train derailments and other safety incidents, including the February 2023 derailment of a train carrying hazardous materials in East Palestine, Ohio. The system's losses are approximately $78,000, and if approved, the Robbins Geller engagement would be contingent. Although we're not in an executive session, Michael Capisi from Robbins Geller is here to present additional information and to answer any questions from the board.
Okay, comments or questions from board members? I just want to give us an idea for those that aren't aware. I mean, we have done this, as Ms. Fitzpatrick has said, really for years now. This has been something the retirement board has done in order to really protect the fund. If we see that there are corporations or sort of bad actors who may have done some things they should not have done, which has negatively impacted us, we want to make sure that we are doing everything we can to get our money. So you just want to give us a real brief kind of rundown of what this looks like for this particular situation.
Sure, and thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you this morning, and especially in person. The last couple of ones I've done have been remote. So the basic situation here, as the solicitor has previewed for you, is that this is the corporation behind the terrible tragedy that has unfolded in East Palestine in Ohio. Essentially, the lawsuit is about the fact that investors were told that the company had top-of-the-line safety, that they were best in class, first in class, so on and so forth, and those are important representations to investors who are investing in a freight train company, because obviously, the operations are not going to be profitable if they're not safe. And in fact, what we're learning now is that not only were they not safe, but they were actually incentivizing the executives to reduce safety in order to improve the operating metrics of the company, and that's how they were achieving their profitability. And in the East Palestine accident in particular, it's a rather egregious circumstance there. The train axle was on fire for 20 miles before it blew and caused the derailment. And the reason no one noticed it is because they had reduced the number of people working on the trains to 3. It had 150 cars and they only had 3 employees on it. Previously, they would have had somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 to 10 before this current group of management came in and kind of implemented this plan to increase the operating metrics of the company by really cutting costs, below where they ought to have been cut. And so that's the genesis of the lawsuit. The fund has a loss of $77,858.86, which is a sizable loss. One of the things that I think about as a litigator when I'm putting a case like this together is, where do you want a case like this to be heard? Lawsuits can be filed in all manner of forums, but this lawsuit is designed to be filed in the Southern District of Ohio, which encompasses East Palestine, and we think that's a really important feature of this lawsuit and of getting it approved and of getting it filed quickly. The company's based in Atlanta. They have operations in Virginia, so if someone else were to do this and to cite the lawsuit somewhere else, it may, you wouldn't be in that jurisdiction. And I have a case right now in Southern District of Ohio before Judge Sargas, and our firm has litigated there many times. We know the judges well, and I can tell you certainly that this is a case that they'll want to keep.
Okay. And just for people who aren't attorneys, and again, just for a little bit of education, what does it mean that this is on a contingent basis? What does that mean?
Oh, sure. So the contingent model is simply that our firm will not be paid any attorney's fees unless there is a recovery for Bucks County and the rest of the class. That fee is one that has to be approved by a court. So it's one that we would make an application for at the end of the case, and the court assesses whether or not to grant the application or some lower amount. And the contingent nature of the representation also means that all expenses would be advanced by my firm on behalf of the county, and that at the end, again, if there is a successful recovery in the case, we would recoup those expenses. So essentially, no out-of-pocket costs to you, no cost to you for doing the lawsuit unless there is a successful result.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? Nope. Okay. All right, appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much.
Is there a motion to approve the Robbins Geller Rudman engagement letter in this matter?
So moved.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any other matters come before the board? Hearing none, and hearing an alarm go off. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Thank you, appreciate it.
Whose phone was